Rayfield suggested to Hopkins two possible opponents.
Big right hand, he's out.
Isa sa mga kinikilalang pinakamatandang world champion sa boxing at naging undisputed middleweight world champion at light heavyweight world champion din ang American boxer na si Bernard Hopkins. Ilan nga sa mga malalaking pangalan na tinalo nito sa boxing ay sina Felix Trinidad, Oscar De La Hoya, Antonio Tarver, Roy Jones Jr. at marami pang iba. Sa kabila ng magandang nagawa nito sa larangan ng boxing, ay hindi naman naging maganda ang naging huling laban nito sa naturang sport. Dahil nga natikman nito ang kanyang kauna-unahang knockout loss at nahulog pa sa boxing ring. Taong 2016 nang subukang agawin ni Bernard Hopkins ang WBC International Light Heavyweight title sa kilalang knockout artist na si Joe Smith Jr. Nang mga panahong iyon ay 51 taong gulang na si Bernard Hopkins, habang si Joe Smith Jr. naman ay 27 taong gulang pa lamang. Ngunit ganon pa man ay minaliit ito ni Bernard Hopkins at walang tigil na trash talk ang inabot ni Joe Smith Jr. sa kanilang press conference. Ang laban ng dalawa ay ginanap sa Inglewood sa California, USA, at bago ang kanilang bakbakan ay may kartada noon si Bernard Hopkins na 55 wins, 7 losses, 2 draw at may 32 KO. Habang si Joe Smith Jr. naman ay may record noong 22 wins, 1 loss at may 18 KO. Sa unang round ay maagang umatake si Joe Smith Jr.
When Kovalev was decisioning Hopkins,
And Hopkins will just play this game till it gets late.
that should play into Hopkins' hands.
That's going to play into Hopkins' hands. That's what Hopkins. Oh, that might have hurt Hopkins.
Yeah, that right hand up on the temple seemed to wobble Hopkins just for a moment. And there's a left hook that landed on the chin. With less than a minute to go in round one.
There's a reason you've never seen a 50-year-old win a fight at this level. Hopkins has fought as a 50-year-old, but
Yeah, but the only fight that I've seen that he didn't come back in after being knocked down.
30 and 32. It gets exponentially worse past a certain age.
If Bernard is going to win the fight, as a lot of people have picked him to do, he has to land some punches. Jack Reese is too good a referee to just miss the headbutts, as we've seen sometimes in Bernard's career.
Yes.
Or he should be anyway.
This early in the fight.
Oh, good body shot by Joe.
Solid shot to the flank.
Yes, that was a good shot. You have to keep your distance from Hopkins early in the fight. You can't get close to him early.
And there's that.
Right hand.
Holyfield's another.
Good
Uppercut by Smith, yeah.
Alexander Usyk rushed his earlier. That's the experience factor. Good hook.
Hopkins lands another right hand.
Big punchers, you can understand.
Down a little bit, then he started to peck at him slowly. He said that at the press conference. I mean, at the fighter meeting. But also,
Joe Smith Jr., I've seen virtually every one of his fights because I live in...
The wider punches of Joe Smith.
Left hook to the body by Smith. And he gets in a left upstairs.
the way that Hopkins does it, you know, he makes these guys start to fight at his pace. Bang, 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 there comes Hopkins.
It is amazing, too. I talked about it a little bit before, but...
Left hook.
Like
Oh,
that.
good right hand.
Right hand.
Like that.
But every year at this age must be like 5 years. I thought that was a competitive round.
This round is a Hopkins round. And becoming even more so as we go along. Roy, I feel like Hopkins found something in this round. Some kind of rhythm.
He did. He found something because he knows now that he has him fighting the paint. Now Bernard feeling real comfortable because he knows he has him following him. Good shot.
Hard right hand by Bernard Hopkins.
Yes.
And another.
But he's got to be careful because Smith wants those kind of exchanges. That's a big left hook to the body by Smith. If Smith can really hurt Hopkins with the left hand, it'd be very tough for Bernard because Bernard's banking on his ability to absorb that shot.
Body shots are where the money is for Smith. How could that not be the case? You're fighting a 52-year-old man. Hammer his ribs.
You got bangs in the head. Why would you put your head in there? You know
Exactly.
your head, but already you're going to stick your head in there for him?
You know, Bernard probably lost the first 3 and definitely won the 4th.
Good right hand.
In this round, he's back in the fight.
In the later rounds than Joe Smith is, for sure.
Left hook by Hopkins. Momentarily back Smith up. Good body shots again by Joe Smith.
Oh, big right hand by Joe Smith.
Hopkins grabs him and holds on.
But he took that shot good, Jim. Took it much better than he took it earlier.
Took it better than Fanfare.
Yeah, good jab by Joe Smith. But in this round, Joe Smith had the better overhand right. That right hand was much better than the shot that Hopkins hit Joe Smith with.
It looks as though Bernard is probably behind on the scorecard.
You know, not that it's exactly the same, but they had some success early in the fight at times with their jab, with some defense, with some kind of harmless offense. And there was no sting in their punches, and the younger, stronger guy eventually was too much for them.
Joe Smith's trainer is Jerry Capabianco. He's mic'd up. Let's listen to him.
Bring him up! Bring him up! Stay focused, shoulder! Jam! Jam! Hook after it! Hook after it! Look out! Body, 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 body! Look out! Body, go! Go! Up, hands up!
And we come back to ringside, and Joe Smith is loading up on every punch in this round.
Wrong thing for him to do, Jim.
Really with the snap on his punches.
No, he's not, but see that right there?
Yep, that was a good shot.
That's what's going to cause him. When he gets tired, that's what's going to cause him to...
What that means to the viewing audience, Harold, because you live in upstate New York. Right, he's pretty far out on Long Island.
It's an ordinary Joe. He wanted Joe Smith Jr. The effects of right now.
Yeah, people always tell me that Father Time is undefeated, and I'm always careful to point out, but with one draw against Bernard Hopkins. But maybe Father Time has finally caught him too.
Yeah, but all depends on if
boxing well here.
Yeah, it still doesn't matter.
Kid's doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, but he's fighting just like Bernard right now, throwing 27. You shouldn't have to pity pat with him, and you shouldn't have to do what he does.
Stop, 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 stop.
And Rayfield suggested to Hopkins 2 possible opponents.
Oh, big right hand.
He's out. Oh, out ring. Oh,
Oh my gosh.
That's right.
Matapos tamaan ang mga kombinasyon ni Joe Smith Jr. sa round 8, ay nahulog sa boxing ring si Bernard Hopkins. Dahil doon ay nagtamo ng injury si Bernard Hopkins at hindi na nga nito nagawang ipagpatuloy pa ang laban.
Out of the ring.
He should have 20 seconds to get back in. If he can get back in 20 seconds, he's not knocked out. I don't think he's aware of that.
And he's being assisted. He's being assisted by a lot of people at ringside.
Out on his feet.
That should disqualify him.
He's out on his feet, though.
And it's over. It's over, and it's going to be a knockout victory for Joe Smith. Here's another look at what happened. Joe Smith lands a left hook, another left hook, and then a big punch.
Was a big punch, Joe. Was a...
Now Hopkins through the ropes.
That one hurt him.
Yeah, the right hand was huge.
Yeah, that one finished it. And that was a big punch through the ropes.
He landed on his head. Better look from this angle. Right hand was huge. Another left hook. Another left hook. Through the ropes onto his head.
Hopkins sustained an injury due to a legal blow. He fell out of the ring and suffered an injury. Therefore, we declare your winner by TKO victory. He is still WBC International Light Heavyweight Champion, the Beast, Joe Smith Jr.
Matapos matalo kay Joe Smith Jr., ay tuluyan na ring nagretiro si Bernard Hopkins sa pagboboxing.